students, welcome to the class of social studies. Children, today I am going to continue the same lesson which I had taught you last time. Lesson 12, Nationalism. Children, today we are going to study about the two famous leaders who led the freedom struggle in India. Number one, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and number two, Jawaharlal Nehru. Children, you know that our country India was ruled by British for many years. First, they came for trading and slowly they became rulers of India. Under the British rule, rulers lost their empires. Farmers and craftsmen were not happy because they had to pay heavy taxes, and the peasants were ill-treated by the British. Even the Indian soldiers were considered inferior than the British army. So people were discontent with the rule of British. In May 1857, there was a major revolt by the sepoys, the soldiers, and this revolt was known as the India's first war of independence. Later on, this widespread discontent spread to many parts of the country. There were many national leaders who started revolting against the British, and the revolt of 1857 generated a spirit of nationalism. Nationalism means the feeling of belongingness to the country. So, the nationalism brought many people together, and many national leaders started fighting for the country's independence from the British rule. Bhagat Singh also died. He was the very famous leader. Bhagat Singh, along with Rajguru and Sukhdev, was sentenced to death, and their death brought awakening among the youth of the people of India. Their death brought awareness among the people of India, and many people started the struggle of freedom. One of the very famous leaders was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. First, I am going to read from the book, then I will explain. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a prominent leader of Indian National Congress, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel played a leading role in India's struggle for independence. He was the Iron Man of India. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was a great leader, a prominent leader of Indian National Congress. He played a leading role in the independence of India. He was called the Iron Man of India. The reason was that he persuaded almost every princely states to accede to India, and his commitment to national integration in the newly independent country was total and uncompromising. So he was known as the Iron Man of India. Vallabhbhai Patel took part in Satyagraha, and while Mahatma Gandhi was in prison, he led the Satyagraha in Nagpur. Vallabhbhai Patel took part in Satyagraha. Satyagraha means holding on to truth. People of India believed that they should not be ruled by the British because British were from other country. Mahatma Gandhi was in prison. He led the Satyagraha in Nagpur. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel also actively participated in the civil disobedience movement and the Quit India movement. When Gandhiji started the different movements, the civil disobedient movement and the Quit India movement, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel also participated in these movements. Now we will come to the next topic, Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was born in a very influential family. He spent most of his days in England because he went to study there. Jawaharlal Nehru, born into a political family, Jawaharlal Nehru spent most of his educational years in England, but then returned to India as the struggle for freedom movement had been on his mind for a long time. Nehru was a staunch Gandhian. He believed in Satyagraha and was keen on adapting non-violent methods for the freedom struggle. Jawaharlal Nehru was in England for many years because he went there for completing his education. He was also a very big supporter of Gandhi. He believed in Satyagraha and he was also very eagerly wanted to adapt to non-violent methods for the freedom struggle. Jawaharlal Nehru actively took part in the non-cooperation movement in 1920 and then the civil disobedient movement. The last days of freedom struggle saw vigorous campaigns by Nehru, who was lovingly called Chacha Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru believed in Satyagraha and he also participated in the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement. He was a big supporter of Gandhiji and during the last days of freedom struggle, he was the one who did vigorous campaigns against the British. Jawaharlal Nehru was also lovingly called Chacha Nehru. I hope you all have understood this lesson. Children, you have to read the pages. Page 107, page 108 and page 109. That's all for today.